Hello students, welcome to CET Sankalp classes. So let us go for our next questions from electrostatic potential and capacitance. Okay, so in this next we are going to see some questions based on capacitors and few more on this potential questions. Okay, so the next question is question number 7. 125 identical drops each charged to the same potential of 50 volts are combined to form a single drop. So you have 125 identical drops, each is charged to a potential of 50 volt. So here when they are combined to form a single drop, the potential of the new drop will be. So what will be the potential of the new drop that we need to calculate here? So we have a direct formula to calculate this. So the solution is that is the potential of the single drop is given by V is equal to N to the power 2 divided by 3 into V. Here N is what? The number of drops. How many drops are there? That is 125 drops are there to the power of 2 by 3 into V. So V is the voltage of the each drop. It is 50 volt. So if you simplify, that is cube root of 125 into 50. That is nothing but 1250 volt is the answer. So the correct option is option D, that is 1250 volt. Correct? So direct formula substitution question it is. Our next question is, assume that an electric field E is equal to 30x square into I cap exists in space. Then the potential difference VA minus V0, where V0 is the potential at the origin and VA is the potential at x is equal to 2 meter. So here what you need to do is, that is VA minus V0 you need to calculate. Okay. So you have an electric field, its value is E is equal to 30x square into I cap. It exists in space. The potential difference VA minus V0 you need to calculate, where V0 is what or V0 is what? It is the potential at the origin, and VA is what? The potential at x is equal to 2 meter. So how we can simplify this question is, that is E is equal to 30 into x square into I cap. Okay. So we know that the relation between potential and the field, that is dV is equal to minus integration of E into dx. The relation between field and potential it is. So here dV, it is changing from V0 to VA. This is equal to minus 30x square into dx. So the integration range is from 0 to 2 because it is from origin to x is equal to 2 meter. Okay. So as we know the integration, that is 30 should be taken out of the integration sign. So if I take 30 out of the integration sign, minus 30 we can keep it. Then it is integration of 0 to 2 x square into dx. So what is x square into dx? It is in the form of integration of x raised to n. So what is integration of x raised to n? Integration of x raised to n is nothing but it is x raised to n plus 1, that is x raised to 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1, and the limit range is 0 to 2. Correct? So this is equal to. So this is equal to what we can write here, students. Now here we can write it as this is equal to minus 30 into bracket x cube divided by 3, 0 to 2. So this is equal to minus 30 into bracket. So now what we do actually, we substitute upper limit minus lower limit. So upper limit is what? It is 2. So 2 cube. 2 cube is nothing but it is 8 divided by 3 minus lower limit is what? 0 divided by 3. That is nothing but 0 itself. So 3 ones are, 3 tens are, and 10 into 8. 10 into 8 is nothing but what? 80 volt. So the correct option is, that is option A, minus 80 volt, because as you can see here in the equation we have minus sign. Therefore the correct option is option A, that is minus 80 volt. Okay students, I hope you understood this. Okay, next, let us see the next question. Question number 9. An electron at a potential of minus 10 kilovolt moves to a point where its potential is minus 1 kilovolt. Its potential energy has. You need to calculate the potential energy. So here they have given the electron potential is 10 kilovolt. Okay. Here we can simplify it like that is change in potential energy we need to calculate. That is delta U is equal to what? It is Q into delta V. So this is equal to, so charge of electron, how much it is? Because they have mentioned it as electron. Therefore, the charge of electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 into bracket. That is change in the potential is, so it is minus 1 minus 10. Here the common is what? Both are kilovolt. Therefore, I can take 10 to the power of 3 outside of the bracket. So if I simplify this one, here if I simplify this, you can see the answer you are getting in terms of what? Negative. Whatever the answer you are getting, that is you are getting in terms of negative. Which means that the potential energy is decreasing. Okay, potential energy is decreasing because the potential energy you are getting it as minus. Suppose if you get positive, you will understand that it is increasing. If you get the same answer, then it is unchanged. So here the conclusion is as the value is negative, the potential energy is decreasing. Our next question is a charge and another charge are kept at two different points A and B respectively. Keeping the charge plus Q fixed at B and the other charge is moved to the point C. It is moved to the point C here. So therefore here what happens? It will form a equilateral triangle. It will form a equilateral triangle. The net work done in moving the charge minus Q is given by. So according to the question here, you can keep the according to the question, we can see the figure here. So we have a ABC rectangular equilateral triangle. You can see at point A, according to the question, we have a charge minus Q. At point B, we have a charge plus Q. And at C point, we have a charge of minus Q again because we are moving a charge from A to C. Same charge only we are moving. Therefore, here we will get it as minus Q at the point C. So what they are asking in the question, the net work done in moving the charge minus Q is. So as you can see in the figure, that is at point A and C, there are equal charges, that is minus Q. There are my only equal charges we have. Therefore, when the equal charges you are moving, the work done will be what? It is 0. When equal charges are moving, the work done will be 0 here. Therefore, the correct option is what? Option D is the correct option, that is 0. Okay. I hope you understood this. So work done is nothing but what? Change in the potential we can take. So change in the potential, same charges only we have. Therefore, we will get it as 0. Okay, let us see the next question. On moving a charge of 20 coulomb by 2 centimeter, 20 coulomb by 2 centimeter, comma, 2 joule of work is done. 2 joules of work is done. Then the potential difference between the point is. So simple direct substitution in the formula. Here you can solve it. by taking the formula W is equal to V into delta Q. So here we have the formula W is equal to Q into delta V. That is work done is equal to 2 is equal to charge is 20 into delta V we need to calculate. Therefore, delta V is equal to what it is? 2 divided by 20. So students, what is 2 divided by 20? 2 divided by 20 is nothing but what? That is 0.1 volt. 0.1 volt. That is option A is the correct option here. Option A is the correct option. Okay. That is 0.1 volt. Next question. That is, two insulated conductors are charged by transferring from one conductor to another. The potential difference of 100 volt was produced on transferring 6.25 into 10 to 15 electrons from one conductor to another. Find the capacitor of the system. So we need to use the formula of capacitors here. How we can do? We know that capacitor, that is charge is equal to C into V. We need to calculate the capacitance. Therefore, C is equal to what? It is Q by V. But in the question, the value of Q is not given. The number of charges and the charge of electron it is given. That is Q is equal to N into E. That is quantization of charge formula. Q is equal to N into E divided by V is equal to C. See here, N value they have given. It is how much? 6.25 into 10 raised to 15 electrons into E, that is charge of the electron, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 electron divided by V. The voltage value they have given it as 100 volt. Therefore, if you simplify, if you substitute all the values, if you simplify, you will get the answer. N is equal to 6.25 into 10 raised to 15. E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Then V is equal to 100 volt. Therefore, if you substitute all the values, you will get the answer as C is equal to, capacitance C is equal to, it is 10 microfarad. That is option B. So just substitute the formula, all the values, and you simplify. Option B is the correct option. Okay, next question. The potential of the two plates, the potential of the two plates, it is given in the question. The potential of the two plates of the capacitor, it is given 10 volt and minus 10 volt. The charge on one plate is 40 coulomb. The charge on one plate, it is given as 40 coulomb. The capacitance of a capacitor. So the capacitance of a capacitor, you need to calculate. Okay. The potential difference across the parallel plate, it is given by. See, they have given you charge, that is for T coulomb. Two different plates, potential it is given. Therefore, you need to calculate the net potential. Therefore, how you can do it is, that is 10 volt minus into minus 10 volt. That is nothing but what? 20 volt is the net potential. So we have C is equal to Q by V. That is equal to charge is 40 divided by V is 20. So 4 by 2. It is 2 farad. It is 2 farad. That is option A is the correct option. Next question. One plate of parallel plate capacitor is smaller than the other. Then charge on the smaller plate will be. So here you have two plates, two parallel plates. One is smaller and compared to the other one, the charge on the smaller plate will be. How we can do it? Because the charges are produced due to the induction, and moreover, the net charge of the conductor should be 0 here. See here what happens. Charges does not depend on the size of that plate of the capacitor. Therefore, here equal to the one another. It will be equal to one another. Here charge depends only on the potential what you are giving. It does not depend on the size of the plate. Therefore, here the correct option is option C, equal to other. Equal to other is the correct option. Okay, let us see the next question now. That is question number 15. The capacity of a parallel plate condenser is C. Its capacity when the separation between the plates halved will be. So here what they are saying, the capacitance of the condenser, it is given as C. When the separation is reduced to 2/2. So we know the formula of capacitance of a capacitor, that is C is equal to C is equal to epsilon naught A divided by B, and C dash is equal to, this is what, when the distance is reduced to 2/2, that is D by 2. So here, if I simplify this equation, if I take it as C dash divided by C is equal to, if I simplify C dash divided by C, substitute C dash value, substitute C value, and simplify this equation, and therefore you will get it as C dash is equal to 2C. That is your option B is the correct option. Option B is the correct option. Next question is force of attraction between the plates if a parallel plate capacitor is. So here little trick is there. See, the force of attraction between the two parallel plate capacitors is asked. So as we know that the force is equal to, based on electric field and charge relation, that is F is equal to Q into E. So this Q I'll write as it is, E value, that is sigma divided by 2 epsilon naught into K. This is equal to Q into bracket. Here we can substitute the value of sigma also. Sigma is what? Charge density, that is nothing but Q divided by A. Therefore, it becomes Q divided by A 2 epsilon naught into K. So this is equal to Q into Q, it becomes Q square divided by 2A epsilon naught into K. Correct? That is option A is the correct option here. Okay. So here by mistake option B is also typed same. By mistakenly it is typed. Okay. So option A it is correct. That is Q square divided by 2A epsilon naught into K. Okay. So this is what? This is the force of attraction between the two plates here. Force of attraction between the two plates. So let us go for the next question. That is question number 17. Parallel plate capacitor has a capacity of, a parallel plate capacitor has a capacity of, see, the separation between the plates is doubled and dielectric medium is introduced between the plates. If the capacity now becomes 2C, here the distance is doubled and the capacitance also becomes 2C, then the dielectric constant of the medium is. So how we are going to, just now we used the same formula. So similar formula we can use and we can simplify it. That is C1 is equal to epsilon naught A divided by D1 and C2 is equal to epsilon naught K A divided by D2. So why K? Because when the dielectric medium is there, therefore we are taking here K. Okay, just take the ratio of C1 by C2. So what we will get here, that is C1 divided by C2 is equal to, if I simplify, I will get it as 1 by K into D2 divided by D1. Other common terms will get cancelled. So what they are saying in the question? So C1 is C and C2 is what? It is becoming 2C is equal to 1 by K. D2 divided by D1 is there. So D2 is becoming 2D and D1 is becoming D. So D will get cancelled, C will get cancelled. Therefore, K is equal to how much it is? 4. Therefore, K is equal to 4. That is C. Option C is the correct option. Next question. A parallel plate condenser with oil between the plates. It is having the dielectric constant as 2, has a capacitance to C. If the oil is removed, then the capacitance of the capacitor becomes. So we know the formula, that is the relation between capacitance in air to the capacitance in medium is what? C air is equal to C medium divided by K. So C, we will take it as C itself divided by K value is 2. Therefore, C by 2 is the correct option. That is option D. Option D is the correct option. Okay, only we need to remember the key formula which we have used so that we can simplify directly. A sheet of aluminium foil of negligible thickness. A sheet of aluminium foil of negligible thickness is introduced between the plates of the capacitor. The capacitance of the capacitor. So here what happens? When a sheet of negligible thickness is introduced between the plates, the capacitance of a capacitor, it does not depend on that, because as we know that the capacitance of a capacitance depends on the area between the plates. It depends on the distance between the plates. It depends on the nature of the plate. It does not depend whatever you are introducing between them. Therefore, here the option A is the correct option. It remains unchanged. It remains unchanged is the correct one. Okay. Then the next question is, in 4 options below, all the 4 circuits are arranged in order of equivalent capacitance. Select the correct order. Assume all capacitors are of equal capacitance. Okay. So here what they are saying, 4 capacitors are given. You can see the picture. They are arranged in particular order. So we need to select the correct order here. Okay. Here we need to take the possible ways. By that we need to understand what is the correct option here. Okay. So here what I'll take that whatever the question on whatever the figure it is given, based on that it is. Okay. So suppose if I take C1 is equal to 3C. C1 is equal to, it is 3C, and C2 is equal to 2C divided by 3. Then C3 is equal to 3C divided by 2 and C4 is equal to C divided by 3. Okay, suppose this condition if we take, then here the figure and the options are matching. Therefore, the correct option is option B is the correct option. That is C1 must be greater than C3, which must be greater than C2, which must be greater than C4. So option B is the correct option here. Option B is the correct option. Okay. We need to assume these values, then we can understand. 21 question. Two capacitors C1, C2 are connected in series. Assume that C1 is less than C2. The equivalent capacitance of this arrangement is C where? So how we can do this one? That is see here. So what they are giving the question, that is they are connected in series. When they are connected in series, we need to assume that C1 is less than C2. This we need to assume, correct? Therefore, what we can write here, we can write it as that is C1 divided by C1 plus C2 is less than what? 1 divided by 2. And we can also write it as C2 divided by C1 plus C2 is greater than 1 by 2. Therefore, we can simplify and we can write it as C is equal to what? C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Correct? When they are connected in series. So, what is C1, C2 value? Just substitute. So, from the above figure, if you substitute and if you simplify, means from the above steps, if you substitute and if you simplify this, you will get the option B is the correct option. That is C is less than C1, C2 divided by 2. That is option B is the correct option here. Then the next question is the equivalent capacitance between A and B are in the figure it is given. It is having the value of 1 microfarad. Then the value of capacitance C is. Okay, we need to calculate the value of the capacitance. So from the figure, you can see and you can take the formula as that is, you can see it is connected in parallel. Therefore, the formula hint is, see it is given as C value as 1 microfarad. Therefore, I'll take it as, instead of taking 1 by C, I'm taking the value of C itself, that is 1 by 1 is equal to 1 by C plus 1 divided by 1 plus 2.5. It is 1 plus 2.5. This is equal to 1 by 1 is 1. That is equal to 1 by C plus 1 divided by 3.5. Therefore, if I simplify this equation for C is equal to, if I simplify this equation for C is equal to, I am getting it as 1.4 microfarad. I am going to get it as 1.4 microfarad. Okay. Then our next question. Next question, the capacitance of capacitor is 4 microfarad and 6 microfarad are connected in series. A potential difference of 500 volt applied to the outer plate of the two capacitor system. Then the charge on the each capacitor is numerically equal to. So the charge on the each capacitor you need to calculate, students, here. So how we can do? They have said already it is connected in series. So directly we can take the formula for series and we can simplify this. So what is the formula for series? That is given by C equivalent is equal to C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. It is given as 4 and 6. Suppose if you substitute 4 and 6, you are going to get it as C equivalent as 2.4 microfarad. Charge flow you need to calculate. Therefore, charge flow is equal to V into C. So V is how much? It is given as 500 volt and C is how much it is? 2.4 into 2.4 microfarad, that is 2.4 into 10 raised to minus 6. Therefore, 500 into 2.4 into 10 raised to minus 6 is nothing but 1200 microcoulomb. That is option C is the correct option. Option C is the correct option. In the next figure, that is in the next question, you can see a figure. 4 capacitors of each capacitance, 3 microfarad are connected as shown in the figure. The ratio of their equivalent capacitance between A and B and between A and C will be. So between A and B, you can use the formula. Between A and B, how many capacitors are there, whether they are connected in series or parallel, you can see. And between C and A also you can see here. So we need to take the ratio. So the solution part is, so first between A and B, each capacitor, how much it is? 3 microfarad itself. Therefore, 3 plus 3 by 3 is nothing but what? 4 microfarad. Between A and C, it is C is equal to 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 3 microfarad. Therefore, the ratio of CAB is to CAC is equal to 4:3. It is coming 4:3. That is option A is the correct option. Option A is the correct option. Okay. Next question. Next question is, so a parallel plate capacitor is made by, it is made by stacking an equally spaced plates connected alternatively. If the capacitance between any two adjacent plates is C, then the resultant capacitance is, so here you need to calculate the resultant capacitance. Okay, how we can do? The resultant capacitance is given by, it is N minus 1 into C. That is option A is the correct option. Option A is the correct option. Next question, the energy stored in a condenser of a capacitance C which has been raised to a potential V is given by. So here we already know the expression for energy stored in a capacitor. So here options are CV 1 by 2 into CV, 1 by 2 into VC, half CV square. So we know already the formula, that is option B is the correct option, that is half CV square. Option B is the correct option. Okay, students. Then our next question is, so here we have a 12 picofarad capacitor. 12 picofarad capacitor is connected a 50 volt battery. How much electrostatic energy is stored in the capacitor? So directly we know the formula half CV square. So you can substitute. I think you can try this one, 29th. So formula is what? 1 by 2 C into V square. 1 by 2 into C value. It is 12 into 10 raised to minus 12 because it is picofarad into V square. V value is 50. So 50 into 50 Therefore, if you simplify this, 1 by 2 into 12 into 50 square into 10 raised to minus 12. So if you simplify, you will get option A, that is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 8 joules. 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 8 joules. Then our next question is, if n capacitor connected in series with a cell of EMF V, then the energy of the system is given by. So energy of the system is equal to, here we can solve it like, that is U energy of the system is equal to 1 by 2 into capacitance of the system. And we also know that V square of the system is equal to 1 by 2 C divided by CV square divided by N. That is option B is the correct option. Okay, so from the basic formula, we can understand this. That is option B is the correct option here. Then the last question of this chapter is, formula itself. Okay. So therefore, we can take it as work done is equal to Q square divided by 2C. So Q value they have given, I think it is 64 into 10 raised to minus 8 square. Q square it is, sorry, it is, sorry, 8 it is given. Okay. So if you square 8 square, it is 64 you will get. So 8 square, 8 into 10 raised to minus 8 square divided by 2 into C value. C value it is given as 100 microfarad. So 100 into 10 raised to minus 6. Suppose if you simplify this, you will get option C. Option C is the correct option here. That is 32 into 10 raised to minus 32. You need to simplify by using this formula. So this completes our electrostatic potential and capacitance chapter. So just go through all the synopsis and MCQs. Similar problems you can solve it by yourself. Okay, students? Thank you.